Hello everybody, how are you doing? Welcome back to Man City Unplugged, your very own Man City fan channel. Suddenly a transfer window that seemed that is going smoothly without any issues. In fact, we were enjoying what the other clubs were doing in the transfer window in terms of having bidding wars for strikers and all, and suddenly we are in a huge, I would not say huge, a hugely dangerous situation, but it smells a bit of danger for me. The reason for that is this update from Fabrizio Romano. I know it came out late yesterday, but we were in fact discussing on yesterday's show as well regarding Bernardo Silva and him leaving, him wanting to join Barcelona, and I mean Xavi being a fan of him and all. But this is what Fabrizio Romano said. He has told that, been told the main name mentioned in the meeting between Barcelona and Jorge Mendes yesterday night was Bernardo Silva. Xavi a big fan. Man City will set a huge price tag for Bernardo Silva. It's not a possible deal for Barca as of now, only in case Frankie de Jong leaves. I think the last sentence should be highlighted actually. It should be highlighted in more depth than what people want to think. In case Frankie de Jong leaves. I mean, yesterday when this news honestly came, it came out in multiple articles, and Fabrizio Romano has confirmed it about Bernardo Silva. Lucas is here. Hello, sir. Hi, Lucas. How are you doing? Been a while, buddy, since you've been on the channel. Uh, and also Liverpool going for Darwin Nunes. Lucas must be very happy, over the moon, right, Lucas? 100 million pounds, Darwin Nunes. You're not leaving us behind in the transfer window as well. You're just challenging us, Lucas. Blow to blow. Anyway, with Bernardo Silva, yesterday multiple reports came out, but I always had this fear. Okay, Frankie De Jong leaves. The fee quoted for Frankie De Jong has been 70 million pounds. United will pay, and then 30 million pounds in add-ons. I don't believe that is rubbish, but 70 to 80 million pounds for Frankie De Jong, right? Let us think for a moment here. Does Barca have the financial muscle to pull off a move? Because from the sources, from City sources today, it's been said that City have slapped a price tag of 100 million pounds on Bernardo Silva, and City have quoted, City have stated that Bernardo Silva is not for sale. He's not for sale at any price. But in case the player wants to move, we will not come in his path. That has always been the case with City. You see, Ferran Torres, he has moved away to Barcelona. City didn't block him. He's moved just up to 18 months of coming to City, right, from Valencia. He's moved to Barcelona. City didn't come in his way. So City generally we don't come in the way of players. That is not how we operate. But Bernardo Silva is very different here. We love him, right, from the fans to the hierarchy. Everybody really loves him. He's so well respected. He always upholds the team spirit. He doesn't sulk when he's on the bench. Whenever he's on the pitch, he runs like there is no tomorrow. He could have been a marathon champion. That's how much of a stamina Bernardo Silva has. So is loved by everyone, and City will not come in his way just due to the mutual respect with the player, the affection they have on the player and all. But 100 million pounds is the starting price. That is what City will. That is what will take for City to at least listen to offers for Bernardo Silva. I mean, we shouldn't be even discussing this. In a some of this what really, it really frustrates me, even generates a bit of anger in me. How dare Barca do this to us again? How dare Barca think that we are their breeding club? How dare Barca think that we, we, we are their sort of a training ground where they can develop players in our team and they can take them away? They did this to Eric Garcia, right? They did this to Ferran Torres. Okay, Ferran Torres 18 months, but Ferran Torres is almost ready to jump into the Pep Guardiola system, and suddenly a Barca snooping in. So how dare Barca do that? This is what I want. I really want City to become. I mean, we should send out a warning right away that you can't poach our players. Our players are not for sale. You might be Barcelona, you might be Real Madrid, you might be in any club in the world. I don't care. We're Manchester City and we don't let our best players go. I don't care if you're Xavi or whatever is your history, whatever is your pull. I mean, because it's not just about the money in case of Bernardo Silva. Okay, if in the worst case scenario, Barca will pay us £100 million and we sell Bernardo Silva, it isn't about the money at all. It's about making a statement here. If when Barcelona is coming, and yet if you can retain a player, if you can retain a top player that sends out a message to the rest of Europe, this is Manchester City, and they don't sell their best players. They don't care about the pool of the other club. So it's all about a statement here. It's not about money here. We can spend in other £100 million, and if we want, we can sign Frankie De Jong as well and keep Bernardo Silva. That is our stature today. That is our financial health today. So keeping or selling Bernardo Silva is not just about losing a player, losing a big player. It's about making a statement to Barcelona that will once and for all shut up the pull and the authority that these clubs like Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Juventus and Bayern Munich think they have. Leroy Sané, he joined Bayern Munich at a time when Leroy Sané was set to be the one of the top wingers in the league, right? Those, I mean, I still see fans reminiscing. I still see fans, thinking about those moments when Leroy Sané would make that one, and Kevin De Bruyne would have that through ball and make those passes and all. Just imagine we would if you would have had Sane, Haaland, and someone like a Mahrez or Alvarez playing. Sane to Bayern Munich, Torres to you can't let these happen anymore. We have gone beyond being the club. Sandy and is here. Hey Sandy, how are you? What if Bernardo wants to leave? That is that is the problem here, because when Barcelona and Real Madrid come calling, I can't fault the players generally want to leave. I mean, Cristiano Ronaldo at his prime left for Real Madrid, right? Cristiano Ronaldo had everything to succeed at Manchester United. He was playing in the best league in the world. Even at that time, the Premier League was good in that era, 2005 6 to 2010, before your Barca era began. So Bernard, I mean, if he wants to leave, I think Pep Guardiola needs to step up here, and needs to make Bernardo Silva understand the levels with which our project can go. Barca's project, what is there in Barca's project right now? The club is financially unstable. They're not even able to register their free agents, Christensen, and all of them, their Cassie and all of them. I think Pep Guardiola needs to play a role in making Bernardo understand his role in the club, understand that we have signed Haaland, we have signed Alvarez, we are set here for European dominance. Pep needs to reiterate to Bernardo Silva that he could be a Luka Modric and win a Ballon d'Or here playing in that role, in that box to box role. I mean, I have no doubts in my mind. I don't want to jinx it, but we are set for European domination. We could do a Real Madrid winning 3, 4 Champions Leagues in the next 5, 6 years. People would laugh at me, especially the other fans, but this is the truth, and we need to make Bernardo Silva understand this, because I mean, you should understand the importance of Bernardo Silva to this project. Gundogan leaving, if Bernardo Silva leaves, we have no box-to-box midfielder who understands the Pep Guardiola system inside out. You have a Frankie De Jong coming in. We've seen in the past, it doesn't matter the stature of the player. He needs time to adapt to Pep Guardiola system. And even if Frankie De Jong comes, worst case scenario, in a deal involving Bernardo Silva, he needs 1.5 years to understand the system, right? Then who knows? Who knows after 1.5 years where Pep will be? Who knows after 1.5 years, 2 years, what will be the position of Haaland? Will he be again wanting to leave in search of a new adventure? I mean, you do not know. 1.5, 2 years, Kevin De Bruyne will be getting older in 2 years. So this is the right time to kick on. We have got the final pieces in the puzzle, and if Bernardo wants to leave, we really need to convince him. I don't care what it takes to convince him. I don't care if I mean, wages are not the problem. We understand money is not the problem here. It's just the pull of Barcelona. And like I said, this will be a statement. Leroy Sané, Ferran Torres, Javi Garcia. We can't let these people snatch away our players. This should be a statement. None of the English clubs, by the way, have managed to make this statement. Manchester United, Sir Alex Ferguson, were at one of the powerful eras there, right? They were dominating European football, English football. Still, they couldn't prevent the pull of Real Madrid. City Centurions, still we couldn't prevent the pull of a Bayern Munich. So Liverpool couldn't prevent the pull of a Real Madrid and let Xabi Alonso go in that time when they were dominating the Champions League thing. So this is not just about a player leaving the Premier League or player leaving City. This is about making a statement not just for City but also from a perspective of the English Premier League. It should be a statement to the La Liga, to other leagues, to other teams as well, saying that here a team has come that has done which no other club in the history has managed to do. Shy away, just swat away Barcelona or Real Madrid. Swat away their interest and say, we are keeping the player, we don't care, whatever happens. So this will be a statement as well, not just keeping hold of a player. It's not just too much more than that. And also the next news is regarding Raheem Sterling. This is again a statement by Rob Dawson of ESPN, who's considered 50-50, 60-40 reliable. He says that Raheem Sterling is fully aware that the next contract he signs will be the most important of his career. He also has concerns about about his place in Pep Guardiola's plans for the future, and he will not settle for sitting down on the bench. It's been clear. Not just Sterling, it's been clear with us fans. What do you think? Is Sterling really good enough to start for City day in and day out? I don't think so. Honestly, if you ask me, I don't think so. I think most of our fan base feels that Raheem Sterling is not good enough to start for City. His movement is exceptional. He makes those runs in behind. He's very good in going into those near post and far post, those positions and waiting for tap in goals. But what is this chance conversion ratio? If you look at the top chances missed, the chance with the highest probability of getting converted missed in the Premier League, you know who top it? Who are the two players who top it in the last 3 years continuously? It's Raheem Sterling and Gabriel Jesus. Irrespective of their movement, irrespective of their defensive ability, irrespective of their passing, irrespective of them understanding the Pep Guardiola system, I don't think if you don't finish, you can't be at this club, especially at this level, especially this season. I think that this season we have gone up a level, signing Haaland and signing Alvarez and signing all of them. What Alvarez and Haaland bring here is finishing ability. Mahrez finishing ability. Sterling doesn't fit into this bill. You can't expect to dominate Europe by having Raheem Sterling and Gabriel Jesus. People are very very attached to Raheem Sterling. There are many people in this fan base who are attached to Raheem Sterling, who are attached to Gabriel Jesus. Telling that, oh, Gabby, he sacrifices things for the team. Raheem Sterling, he goes in up and down the flank, helping defenders. But emotions don't win you a Champions League. Emotions don't win you Europe. Emotions don't let you compete with Liverpool season in and season out. You need to be clinical. We as a fan base, we have to also remember that we have gone out of Champions Leagues. That Lyon match, for example, we have gone out of Monaco match. We have gone out of Champions Leagues because these players have missed open goals, easy chances. How many times has history not told us that especially in Champions Leagues, one goal if you miss, you have one chance if you miss, you're thrown out of the competition, you are out. Bayern Munich United final, you've seen. Bayern dominated United, won the final. Milan, Liverpool, Madrid, Liverpool. Lot of examples. Sandy and this says, who should replace Raheem Sterling? That's an interesting question. I think I, I think we have the replacement already in house. It is Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer. I was thinking all this while, how do you bring in Cole Palmer into the team? Sterling, Jesus plays there, Mahrez plays there, but now Sterling is going, Jesus is going. So I think it's a great pathway for Cole Palmer to get in. But there's another alternative as well that is stated. Two alternatives actually. One is Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao is said to be untouchable by AC Milan. Is said to be a godlike player. The comparisons of Rafael Leao are that He is obviously the best player to come out in Serie A in the last 3 4 years. Has been compared to Ronaldo, the phenomenon that Madrid Ronaldo, Brazilian Ronaldo. So all of those comparisons of Rafinha, but the price tag is 100 million pounds for Rafinha. Do I want Rafinha here? And with Saka, if Saka comes, Cole Palmer's gone. There will be no opportunity for Cole Palmer if Saka comes. So if you ask my perspective, I think I don't want both of them. I want us to let Cole Palmer. The bloke Cole Palmer is now grown beyond the level of under 23s. You know, Cole Palmer has played a senior level match and immediately he ran across to the stadium and he started an under 23s match and scored a hat trick. So you can understand the levels of Cole Palmer. And there's another player in James McCarthy. Okay, he's in midfield, but James McCarthy has scored 18 goals and 10 assists in 20 under 23 games. So you need to bring both of these players into the team somehow. And especially Cole Palmer, I think, will be a great replacement for Raheem Sterling. The guy has got great close dribbling. He's said to be the next Riyad Mahrez. That the guy is said to. I mean, Cole Palmer has scored on his debut in Champions League. He scored on his debut in the EFL Cup. I think he has also scored a goal in the Premier League as well. So Cole Palmer, I'm sure that preseason will be important for him, but I think Cole Palmer will be integrated into the team. Let me know in the comments, who do you want to replace Raheem Sterling? My perspective is bringing Cole Palmer. You know, we are in the middle of a golden generation of the academy. 2014, Sheikh Mansour has spent what, 200 million pounds? I mean, close to 500 million pounds in restructuring all of the academy's facilities, and 200 million pounds exclusively on the EDS. And 10 years later, almost we are reaping the fruits of that. You know, James McAtee, Cole Palmer, Liam Delap, Oscar Bob, Tommy Doyle, Luca Mbiti, CJ Egan Riley, and I don't remember the goalkeeper's name as well. The goalkeeper also from the academy is very good. So you literally, Romeo Lavia. So you literally have 9 players in there who are really capable of breaking through into the first team. I really want us by the end of this decade, by 2028, 2029, to get our own very own class of 99, just like United did. And what they said before Alex Ferguson went into that season, you can't win anything with kids. And Alex Ferguson won a treble. People will say, even now, people will say you can't do anything with academy youngsters. And I think Pep will really have to start integrating our kids, our academy youngsters into the team. See, there are openings. Sterling's going. Cole Palmer can be there. Sam Edozie can be there. Gabriel Jesus is going. I know we've signed Alvarez and Haaland, but Gabriel Jesus is going. Liam Delap, you can groom him. Romeo Lavia as a backup cover to Rodri, Ilkay Gundogan, Tommy Doyle, James McAtee can be groomed in that midfield role as well, especially with De Bruyne. 3 4 years, De Bruyne might, his powers will decline. So there is space, and we should not make this mistake that Chelsea made. Now, Chelsea are the winners of the FA Youth League for the last 4 years, I think. But what do Chelsea do? They loan up their young talent and they buy stars that everyone in the league knows. We should not do the mistake Chelsea does. Okay, we have had stars which has won us the Premier League, which has got us close into the Champions League. But now when the stars go, now we need to replace those stars with the academy players. I was chatting with someone and someone was asking me that how do you reduce the pool of Barcelona, Real Madrid? You do that by grooming young players. You do that by bringing in players from the academy. Homegrown players will never leave, be it be Barca or anyone. That will be a big statement to the league. Sandy says, "Sir, why don't you collab with other YouTubers like Drog Baba because you're a very good speaker." Yes, Sandy, I'll do that. I'll surely do that. I'll do that. Thank you so much for the suggestion and appreciate it. Yeah, I'll do that. So how do you replace this pool of Barcelona, Madrid, and all growing home talent? And you know where the other clubs have struggled. Clubs have tried to grow, have homegrown talent, and clubs have tried to buy superstars. But no club has ever succeeded in being competitive and grooming youngsters, apart from Alex Ferguson's United. I think that too also for a while. So that is where this project is going next. In this Bernardo Silva rumor, what journalists are saying is Bernardo Silva has dominated the Premier League. Bernardo Silva has almost finished this project. We've reached the final, semi-finals of Champions League. Bernardo Silva finds the project of Barcelona challenging. I'll tell you what, those are all rubbish. I'll tell you what is challenging. Bernardo Silva being here and taking this project to the next level. People who believe that this project is over, this project is almost at the end, Pep will leave in the next 2 3 years, are all mistaken. This project of Manchester City is just purring its wheels. It is just clicking into gear. Opponents should be afraid because the youth are coming in, and what Bernardo Silva needs to do is he needs to stay. And he needs to guide our youth. He needs to guide a Romeo Lavia. He needs to guide a James McCarthy. I think that is how you can convince Bernardo Silva. The chance of being a mentor as well as you play a huge part in the team achieving this. A player can definitely get convinced. He will be convinced if you offer such arguments. If you Pep Guardiola can explain Bernardo Silva's role in grooming the youngsters as well, because Bernardo was also there. He was 22, 23, has come to City. So I think that is how you convince Bernardo Silva. And like I said, if you let him go, it's not just about trophies. We can buy the best in the world, can have Frankie De Jong, and he can win trophies. Pep can win trophies without Bernardo Silva as well, though it will be a bit harder. But it's a statement. It's a statement. It's the love of the fans for Bernardo Silva. It's a statement put forward by Manchester City to other clubs that none of our players are for sale. We don't let them go. And the next thing is Gavin Bazunu. For people who might not be as aware of Gavin Bazunu, when this name of Gavin Bazunu has come out after Courtois, Real saved Real Madrid in that Liverpool final. And after Courtois, after semi-final as well, after Courtois made those fingertip saves for Grealish, people were talking about, is Ederson good enough for the Champions League? Is I mean, should you be a really good shot stopper to win your team the Champions League? Ederson is just good with the feet and all. Those were the arguments that were coming. In fact, on our channel, we did a video asking you guys the question: is Ederson good enough to win you the Champions League as a shot stopper? And Kevin Bazunu was the name. He just performed exceptionally well. He played for Portsmouth in the League One, and he was exceptional. His shot stopping, you can just watch a few videos on YouTube. He was just fantastic with the shot stopping, the reflexes, and all. But what I want to say is, Gavin Bazunu is not a Pep Guardiola goalkeeper. If Gavin Bazunu can be given a chance in this team, like many of the fan base were calling out, and I understand it was just an impulsive reaction to what happened in the Champions League, us getting knocked out by Madrid and all. But if Gavin Bazunu deserves a chance in this City team under Guardiola, then Joe Hart should never have been kicked out of the team, because Joe Hart was a good shot stopper. With the feet, I don't rate Gavin Bazunu at all. And the news has come because Southampton want to pay us £10 million for Gavin Bazunu, and and City really want to get Gavin Bazunu into the team, but Gavin Bazunu says that he wants to play regular football. Fair play to him. He's not going to get regular football at City. Ederson will start most of the games with Jack Steffen there. So City want to insert a buyback clause, and Southampton are not agreeing to it. So that is the news regarding Gavin Bazunu. But honestly, I don't think Gavin Bazunu is a future City goalkeeper. He's a very good shot stopper, but he could in fact get you a lot of fantasy points. Watch out for him next season if he signs with Southampton. But we need someone who is good with the feet. Maybe someone Onona, or someone who plays in the Eredivisie division, who's good with his feet is the one. I mean, people say here that Ederson should improve his shot stopping and all, but you just, yes, I do agree that Ederson is an average shot stopper. But you should remember one thing here. What does Pep Guardiola say? Pep Guardiola always says we start our attacks from the back, and we start our attacks from the back and we defend from the front. And that is the whole philosophy of each player playing in this Pep Guardiola team. So Ederson, what is Ederson's primary job? It is to create chances. People will argue that goalkeeper's job is shot stopper and all of that, but we are there here to redefine eras. We are there here to redefine the trend. We are there here to be a blazer. We are there here to set the trend, and this is the trend. You have goalkeepers right from the Sunday leagues to Premier League football playing out from the back, which is not even imagined 4 or 5 years ago. Goalkeeping coaches are now having a thought process of what their goalkeeper should be. He should be good with his feet first. So we are setting the trend here, and people who say for me shot stopping is important to win the Champions League, we will show this season that shots you can win a Champions League without shot stopping being your primary asset. And Ederson, it's bizarre that people come out and comment on Ederson with what happened and his mistake in Real Madrid's goals and all. I know he had made mistakes there, but that's not his strength. That's not Ederson's strength. And with Ederson has set up how many goals, how many attacks has he started for us to score goals in that say, two semi-final legs against Madrid. People don't see that. What people see is Rodrigo, Benzema crossing and Rodrigo, tipping that first goal into the net, and they say that Ederson should come out. So I mean, this is a style of management. What do you think? Do you want to play a player? Do you want to take a player in your team for his strength or for his lack of weakness? It's up to you. Pep Guardiola is someone who takes a player for his strength. That is what really the best of the very best managers do in all walks of life. You play players for uh, strength rather than weakness. Sandy Andy says, who should manage our team after Pep retires? Sandy, let me know in the comments below. What do you think about this? This is a very interesting question, and I have very strong views about this. But let me know in the comments as well. Who do you think should manage? Give me 2 names or 3 names. Who do you think should manage Pep? Last year, if you would ask me, I would probably say Eric Ten Hag, because the news coming was people were and people at City were waiting for Pep Guardiola and his contract to be maybe over in 1 2 years, and then Eric Ten Hag will come. That is what was the general perception. It's not my view. That was the general perception in the footballing world, that Eric Ten Hag is the long-term replacement of Pep Guardiola. But if you really ask me, there is one manager who has really impressed me. I was saying this from 4 5 months since we played Brighton. It's Graham Potter. You know what impressed me about Graham Potter was that uh, we absolutely dominated Brighton in the first half. We were leading 3-1 this season, and in the second half, Graham Potter switched to a diamond, and we could not get the ball of Brighton. We just scraped through that match, winning 3-1 or something. So that really showed me that Graham Potter is a problem solver. With the limited resources as well, he can make things work. And what is the best quality of Pep Guardiola? Without, I mean, he didn't have Kane. Other managers like Antonio Conte, Jose Mourinho would have sulked. No, the boat didn't get me. The striker, how do I face this monster of a team in Liverpool and all of that? And what did Pep Guardiola do? Played a false nine. He told the boat that I don't have a striker. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. I'll manage without a striker, and we score the highest goals without a striker. So so I really think that you need someone who can solve problems. No left back, Fabian Delp, Zinchenko. We competed against this Liverpool team without a first team left back. How many teams in Europe, how many coaches in Europe could do that? They would panic and then buy players in the left back position. Since 2017, it's been 5 years and no proper left back. But Cancelo is a right back. Don't rate him as a left back. So how many coaches would do without a left back for 5 years? Mourinho left Manchester United because he was not given his first choice central defender. Conte left Chelsea because he was not given a good replacement for Eden Hazard or something. So how many managers are there who don't moan about things, who trust the board, who trust the project and move on? I think it's Graham Potter that I really would want Graham Potter. And another name is Mikel Arteta. And the thing with Mikel Arteta is he isn't afraid to change his styles. He's as good at playing sitting back and making teams play counter-attacking football as he's in dominating the other teams in possession. So I really find that fascinating about Mikel Arteta, and also again problem solver. How many times have we seen that Mikel Arteta sitting beside Pep Guardiola on the bench, giving Pep Guardiola suggestions on do this, do that, and I mean switch the player to the other wing and we score a goal. So the common point between Guardiola, between Graham Potter, and between Arteta is problem solving. Sandy and he says Nagelsmann. Nagelsmann. I'm not sure about the ability, Sandy, of Nagelsmann to handle a big club, and I'm not sure about. Okay, he's there at Bayern Munich, but I'm not sure about the impact he's had on Bayern Munich. Is the impact Nagelsmann had on Bayern Munich more, or is the impact Graham Potter has had on uh, Brighton or and Arteta has had on Arsenal more? It's definitely the later, right? Potter has had a greater impact on Brighton as does Arteta. So I mean now we could say Bayern Munich, a really big club at the top, big egos, Kimmich, Lewandowski, everyone, Thomas Muller. Can you raised the level of Bayern Munich? But Pep Guardiola had raised the level of Bayern Munich after they won the treble under Jupp Heynckes, right? Raising the level doesn't mean trophies. That they're not at all the primary thing in choosing a manager. It's about introducing a new style of play, introducing new ideas into the team, not being stagnant, not being stale. It looks like City is a well-oiled machine, but City don't do the same things. And under Pep, every match, there's a different plan. Some matches Cancelo comes on the outside, some matches the right winger cuts in, some matches the right winger stays outside, box to box role. What Bernardo Silva does depends varies as per the opponent. I think Bayern under Nagelsmann has stagnated. Otherwise, they wouldn't have lost to Villarreal in the Champions League semi-final. They were not that good in the Bundesliga as well. I know they won the league, but the ideas, I don't see those kind of inventive ideas under Nagelsmann for Bayern Munich. Okay, he was good in his previous team, Nagelsmann, but I doubt. But here you have two managers who have shown in Graham Potter and in Arteta, who have really shown that they can be inventive. They can pick a team from the dumps. They can create Tariq Lamptey. He was in the midfield, and what did Arteta do? What did Graham Potter do? He's playing him on the right wing. You typically orchestrate that to a Pep Guardiola, right? Turning a midfielder into a right back and things like that. See the positionings of Cucurella. If you see Brighton, and if you don't know, if someone doesn't know who the manager is, they would tell Pep Guardiola might be the manager of Brighton. That's how they play. They change their shape, they're fluid. So I mean, I've not Nagelsmann for me. And if I look in the world, who's there? Who are the really good managers who can manage City? I mean, I don't see. Maybe Nagelsmann could be a suggestion, but if you ask me, my perspective is I think it's heads down, hands down, Graham Potter and Mikel Arteta. It will be a close race between the two. Some people were saying Patrick Vieira as well, but does Patrick Vieira's style of play really matches? I don't think. Patrick Vieira's first instinct is at with Crystal Palace. We're seeing be solid, play on the counter. Patrick Vieira could be a good manager for a team like Spurs, for example, who can sit back and counter, but not for us. Apart from them, are there any good managers? I don't think there aren't any attacking style managers, managers who can risk like a Pep Guardiola does, managers who can be inventive in the middle of the games like a Pep Guardiola does. And also another thing, another quality that I would see with managers is how are they able to affect the games in the middle of the game on the pitch. Okay, if at half time or before the game begins, you can say tactics and all, but your tactic is going wrong. Do you have the courage in you to stand there on the touchline and change the shape on the field? Have that smart thinking, have that thinking on the go. I think that is where Graham Potter and Mikel Arteta really score high for me. So that is the transfer news we have had today, and also it's been wonderful chatting with you, Sandy, and you have had wonderful comments, and I've really enjoyed it a lot. Anyway, guys, I really hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed this video, please click on the like button and also click on the bell icon so that you'll get notifications whenever we upload new videos. And every day we'll be back at this time, discussing the latest things uh, that have happened throughout the day. Sandy says we should win the next CL, not just the next CL. Sandy, it should be an era of domination. What we have done to the Premier League right now, 6 Premier Leagues in the last 10 years. How would it be if we win 6 Champions Leagues in the next 10 years? This club has really given all of us the audacity, the courage to think in such a big way, to think in such a manner. I mean, the fans of which club will have the audacity to think 6 Champions Leagues in the next 10 years? And as a City fan, I think we have seen the project and all, seeing the way Phil Foden has made the breakthrough. I'm confident Cole Palmer, James McAtee, Romeo Lavia, it will suddenly be such a joy watching this club play like it is now, especially with the youngsters over there. Just imagine us, Cole Palmer, Ford, and Liam Delap, Romeo Lavia, all playing, and Cole Palmer hits a goal against United and runs celebrating at the away end like Rodri did when we scored against Arsenal. See, those are the nights that we can really have. It's just a matter of time. I think that's why I think this transfer window is tactically very important. We should not let anyone leave, especially like Bernardo Silva leave, and we should get that left back and also cover for Rodri if possible. I think if we can get these two signings, which are not that difficult, since you have done the difficult part by having Erling Haaland, so we should really be set up for domination. This transfer window for me doesn't look the challenging, but is the most important in the club's history, and it will lay the foundations of us dominating Europe in the next decade. So, take care, guys, and see you all again tomorrow at the next time. Take care.